Outdoor Prepper, welcome back to the channel. We have in front of us the Holy Stone HS175G, very lightweight drone. And I have a question for you. What if a lightweight drone, just like this, could be the eye in the sky during looting, civil unrest, power outages, or other types of natural disasters? That's what I said to myself and why I picked this up. Now, let me just tell you a little bit about this drone, and then we're going to take it and we're going to unpack it from the box together. We're going to go flying with it, and I'm going to show you why I think this really is totally the best drone that you can buy. Where do we begin? It's really inexpensive. I bought this on Amazon. It was about $200. The price varies, so I'm going to put a link to it right in the description. It weighs under 250 grams, and that's really important because you don't have to register it. It's exempt from the FAA registration. It's foldable. It's portable. It can easily be carried, so easily that it actually comes with a carrying case that you can fold this up and put it right in the case to carry it wherever you go. It's got a stable 4K camera. It's on a gimbal, so that can, it's not on a gimbal, but you don't notice that when it's flying because it is just so stable, and you're going to see the footage firsthand yourself. It's a GPS-assisted flight mode. It's got return home, follow me, emergency stop, multiple other features. It's portable, it's rugged, it's got brushless motors, 2-speed motors. I took this out flying, and we're going to see that pretty soon in the footage, and I had no problems at all. In fact, I flew this much further than I would normally fly a drone because I really wanted to kind of put it to its test and see what it can do. Now, when I started here, I said, what would you do during a power outage, during a civil unrest? You would want to use this drone. The real reason I picked this drone up is because I want something very lightweight, very small. This is black in color, so it's going to be a little harder to see as you're flying this at night. You can easily kind of black out the lights. I wanted this drone for a few reasons, but the main reason is if there's civil unrest, if there's a natural disaster, and maybe there's long lines at a gas station, there could be looting going on, there could be any type of emergency, before I leave the safety and comfort of my home, I want to fly this up, go scout out the area, make sure that things are safe, make sure it's safe for my family and I to leave our home, and kind of just see what is going on before we actually get out there. Or maybe I could be in the car and there's traffic, the road is slowing down, I can't really see too far ahead. I can literally pull to the side of the road. I can launch this from the palm of my hand outside the car and fly this ahead, see what's going on, see if it's safe. Safety is the #1 thing for me. And if it is, I can continue to proceed. If it's not, I can call the drone back and I can get out of there. There's a lot of companies that make drones. I picked this up because it got really good reviews. Holy Stone seems to be a pretty good manufacturer. And like I said, we're going to take this officially out of the box together in the next segment. And then we're going to go flying, and I'm going to show you all that I think about this. And let me tell you right now, spoiler alert, this is a really cool drone. I was very, very impressed with it. So with that being said, before we get to the next step here, if you enjoy this video, I'd appreciate it if you could like and subscribe. Let's go ahead and take this out of the box together. So this is obviously the first time I am opening this as well, and I'm actually super excited to see how this is packed, what comes with it, and I want to really just get this charged up so that way we can get it out there and go flying. So right off the bat, I like that it comes with a nice little carrying case. As I said earlier, I have an older DJI 3 Phantom, and it's nice, but it is absolutely massive, and there is no easy way for me to carry it. This, right off the bat, has a nice little case, so I'm really quite pleased with that. Now let's get this opened up. Alright, looks like the case is divided in half. Wow, this is the drone. This literally fits in the palm of my hand. My old DJI unit is larger than this carrying case and the box combined. So this is really, really nice. But let's put that aside for a second because I do want to find the batteries and get those charged up. So that's all that's in here. We've got this case, which is presumably the batteries, some instruction manuals. The drone itself, the controller is actually bigger than the drone, which is kind of cool. Right, there's the controller. We'll take all this out of the packages in just a second. But like I said, I really want to find the battery or batteries so I can get them charged up. So that way we can actually go flying. this looks like some cables in here. Wow, this, that is the battery. That is super, super small. Oh, and you know what I like? It's got a USB port right there to charge it. And I see 4 lights right here, which will presumably tell us the state of charge. So that's perfect. I'm going to go ahead and plug that in just a second. Now let's take the controller out and have a look at this. It's actually a pretty nice controller, and I like the layout of the buttons. I'm going to have to read the manual and just get a little accustomed to this. And I think the actual screw-in pieces for the controller, oh, I like this. Oh, they're actually right in here. They are in the top. It's the little joystick pieces. That's a pretty cool place. I mean, I like this because I can stretch this out, clip it around my phone, and that'll be really nice. Whereas my old DJI one has this giant piece of plastic that is constantly hanging out. You can just press this to go back in. So that's really nice. Now, obviously, the thing that we all want to see, which is not the bag, the battery, or the controller, it is the drone itself. And I want to be really careful because I have never had a drone this small, so I don't want to damage anything. Wow, I think this goes without saying that this is super, super small and super compact. And I actually just noticed as I took the drone out of the bag that it comes with a second battery, which is really cool because this thing is super light. I cannot stress enough how light this is. And you know, one of the things I really like about this drone, believe it or not, is the fact that it is super, super small. It is black in color. And you're probably saying, well, why does the color matter? And it really doesn't. But I like that it's black in color because if I'm flying this kind of at dusk or starting to get dark, it'll be a little harder to see it. Because again, excuse me, I think that this drone really is going to shine as it comes to surveillance and trying to see what's going on in the area surrounding your home, or maybe a place that you're traveling. Maybe you want to scout out and see if the road conditions are clear, if there's any obstructions, any nefarious activity that you should maybe stay away from. This is great because you're not going to draw a lot of attention. It's going to be really small, a little harder to see, and you're going to fly higher. So let's do this. Let's go ahead and get these batteries charged up. This is probably going to take a little while. Once these are charged, we'll come back. I'm going to read the instruction manual in the meantime, and we're going to get this all put together, and then we're going to go flying. Okay, guys, so we are here at a beautiful park. Let me just turn around so you can kind of get a view of what it looks like here. And I have with me here on the table, I've got the Holy Stone drone. So what I'm going to do here, we're going to do this together, is we're going to take it out of the package, we're going to put it all together, and we're going to have our maiden flight. Maybe we'll fly over towards these geese a little bit. So let me go ahead and turn the drone on. Let's let the drone pair with the controller, and then we're going to connect via Wi-Fi. Let me turn the drone on. We're going to press this and hold it. All right, so it looks like we are paired, and it is flashing GPS. All right, we are all calibrated. We are in GPS mode. I don't know if you can see on the screen. We've got a view of the camera. So let's go fly this thing. All right, hopefully you guys can see this on the camera. This is really nice. I'm going to be totally honest. It reminds me of my Phantom 3, except I like this better because it's really nice and small. So I want to go film a little bit, so I guess I'll keep talking to you on this, but I am going to try to film with the drone, and then we'll kind of edit in. I'm going to grab my camera because I'm going to walk over to the drone as it's hovering. And I just want you to see just how stable this is. It's got a GPS lock on it. Let's bring the camera in here to my screen. And I think this is totally awesome. And it's actually a lot quieter than my older DJI Phantom, which I like a lot, because I think this drone is going to be fabulous for kind of covert ops. So like surveillance in the event of an emergency. This is also going to work very well if you want to just kind of use it on like a sporting event, use it around your home. On my older drone, I actually used it to check the chimney because there were some bricks that were damaged on the chimney. All right, now we're out over the water here, so I want to be real careful, because I do not want to lose this. All right, let's test a couple of features now. Apparently this has some type of follow me mode, or it can do some circling. I have read that some folks have had a little trouble with that. Oops. There we go. Let me see how I can do this. All right, so this. You know, I'm not sure how to do that. I'm going to have to really play a little bit more with that. Oh, you know what? There's too many birds here. I do not want to risk having a bird fly into the drone and injure or kill the bird, and obviously destroy the drone as well. So we're going to have to test the follow me feature at a later date. These are some beautiful shots here of the drone, or from the drone, I should say. And I'm just getting used to the control of how to adjust the camera angle. Let's take it up a little bit. We're going to go up a decent height here. And according to the software, we are at 131 feet right now and rising. I cannot even see the drone, but we are now at 177 feet. And I am down here. We're going to start coming back down. We're at 147 feet, 130 feet. I'll say it comes down pretty fast. We're now at 85 feet, 60 feet. There are some angry geese looking at the drone. Now right Right here you can see I'm flying pretty high over a park. I wanted to see how high I could go, and I actually did get up to the 400-foot limit, and at that limit it alerted me on the screen in the app, and it basically said I've reached the limit, and I appreciated that. I continued to fly around a little bit here. I was trying to make some harsh maneuvers because, like I said, this does not have a, I don't know what the right word is, it's like a 3-position gimbal, but the camera is really stable without a gimbal, and so what I was trying to do was a little bit of evasive maneuvering at certain points to see what is the stability of the camera, and I was really impressed with the stability of the camera. As you can see here, you can kind of adjust the position of the camera. There's a nice little wheel on the controller, and it's really easy. You just kind of push the wheel in one direction and the camera goes up. You push it in the other direction and the camera goes down. Really easy to do. One of the features that I really like about this is that it comes with 2 batteries. I basically took the first battery and I practiced for quite a while just getting the lay of the land with the drone and the controls and how it operates and responds. And then when I was ready to actually start filming, I popped the other battery in while I was charging the first one, and they charge really fast, and I went flying. So it was a really, really good experience. I did test out the return to home feature. Basically it marks, where home is when you're taking off, and if at any point you lose sight of the drone, you become disconnected, something happens, you can literally just hit the button and it's going to return right back to where it took off. So really, really pleased with the performance of this drone. All right, guys. Now that you've seen all the footage, you've seen the unboxing, I really hope that this video was helpful for you. If you have questions, do me a favor. Let me know, send a comment, ask a question. I answer every single comment and question on the channel. And your money is, hard earned, as is mine. So I watched some reviews before I bought this. And if I can help you before maybe you buy it, let me know. But yeah, like I said, really impressed with this. I actually did have one little crash land in the grass because I was not factoring in how small the little landing pegs are. I'm coming from a much larger DJI drone that they no longer make anymore. No damage at all. The propellers are totally fine. I literally just picked it up, put it on a table, launched it again. And it actually does come with extra propellers, even though you really don't need them. Thanks again for watching.